Although I know I'm a little late on this, I figured, well, since I posted another Joker video earlier today, and that's the Joaquin Phoenix version because of the poster, which I love, I figured I'd talk about this, although this is kind of, days old, week old news. I actually don't even remember when it first came out. I mean, it hasn't been that long, but obviously I'm a little late on it. And of course, we have Gotham's version of the Joker, and why I put it in the parentheses in the titles, because, is it really the Joker, kind of sarcastically. Because I still don't think they're going to call him that, because if I remember right, I swear I read an article where it said that they can't call him the Joker. So they'll probably just, I don't know what they'll do. They'll probably stick with Jeremiah or whatever, or give him another J name. I have no idea. But as you can see, there he is right there. Now, I'm not going to lie. It is a little creepy. It is a little creepy. I can understand people not being totally stoked about it. I mean, it does look weird. I mean, the suit definitely looks amazing. Give him that. But, the thing that kind of sucks with it is the hair. I mean, but in reality, I understand this point too. People bring up how, realistically, this is probably how you would look after you went into acid or whatever. Which I'd agree. I feel like this is probably a more realistic version. You're not going to come out of that acid having, clear bleached skin, and be perfectly clean and all that. It's like, I feel like this is probably a more realistic version. I don't know why, but he almost kind of looks like a zombie, and like he jumped to 20 years into the future, but I don't know. Well, then again, maybe when he's like this, maybe it is 20 years in the future, because we know we're going to be getting a time jump here soon. But for me, that's the only thing I don't really like. I don't like the hair being like that. I wished it was slick back, shaggy, something like that. But instead, it's kind of, it looks like it's falling apart. It's very, very interesting because, as I mentioned before, there is going to be a time jump, and Batman is going to appear in one episode. For how long? We don't know. It better not just be like a 5-minute thing, although I'm pretty sure they said it's going to be longer than that. But overall, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I'm kind of in the middle ground, but I'll give them props for trying something different, that's for sure. It wouldn't be that great if they would have just, copied somebody else 100%. Say if they copied Jared Leto where, all white skin, of course, and then the slicked back green hair and is really bright and stuff like that, or if they copied Heath Ledger where it would be really shaggy, dark green hair and kind of messed up face paint, stuff like that. But yeah, give them props for that. At least they're doing something original. Overall, I'm actually okay with this look. As I mentioned, it looks kind of creepy. I'm kind of curious if he'll kind of change the way that he acts, or if he'll kind of stay the same before he fell into the acid. Okay, and now why the reason I'm showing this one is, well, one, yeah, it is a new photo. Okay, I get that. But also because this looks like it's kind of before he turns into the Joker. He doesn't have the face paint, the lipstick. His hair isn't green. So I'm wondering if this is part of the time jump, right? And maybe he's back in Arkham Asylum. That would be my guess. And now, I'm not going to lie, but when I see him like this, I kind of get the vibes of The Dark Knight Returns. If any of you have read the graphic novel, or if you watched the animated movies like I did, I remember in the animated movies, and I wish I could read the graphic novel. I haven't gotten around to it because I bet it is better. But I watched the animated movies, which are amazing, and I just kind of get that vibe from it because it just looks like he doesn't know what he's going to do with life. He's looking for something, because that's kind of what he does in the animated movies, because he's in Arkham Asylum and he's just there blank, nothing. He's not crazy. He's just not doing anything. But then the second Batman comes back in that story anyways, that's when he kind of gets his energy back. Whereas I wonder in this, if when Batman first appears or whatever, that's going to give him his motivation, because obviously you all know the yin-yang relationship with these two. If you have Batman, you got to have the Joker, and vice versa. You got to have the hero and the villain, and these two just go head in head all the time. And now this last photo that I wanted to show you, and I think you can all guess why, is obviously, of course, he is the Joker in this one, or whatever they're going to call him, because like I said, I don't believe that they can call him the Joker, so they'll probably stick with Jeremiah, or they'll call him another J name. But as you can see, in his right hand, a batarang has gone through his hand. Now, this is clearly part of the time jump, where Batman will appear in one episode, and as I mentioned, I really hope it's for most, well, I wouldn't say most of the episode, but a decent amount of the episodes, sorry. And my prediction for the last episode is of course, time jump of probably 10, 15 years. and like the whole episode is probably just going to be focused on Batman taking down the different villains. You know, kind of like the Arkham video game, something like that. I feel like that's probably what the last episode is going to be about. I really hope like the last like moment in the show is just like an awesome shot of Batman like up on a gargoyle or something with like lightning or something. That would just be golden. But I don't know if they're going to do that. But of course you see the Batarang going through his hand, and of course you know the Joker, he probably likes it. He gets turned on by that stuff, and can't really tell clearly where they're at. Who knows? Maybe they went back to Ace Chemicals, but who knows? But overall, I think the Joker look is pretty good. I mean, like I said, I don't love it and I don't hate it. I'm kind of in the middle. The only complaint I have about it is the hair, but then again, it's probably realistic because of the acid. But of course, I don't know. Make sure to let me know in the comments below what you think of this version of the Joker, or whatever they call him. And of course, as always, I would love to see you all next time.
If